Good evening, light workers. Welcome to another Thursday Live. I am Third Eye Pisciano, and we'll give our typical couple minutes to get started on tonight's meditation and then on the reading. As a reminder, I am live on Instagram at Third Eye Pisciano, and I am also recording to upload on YouTube. Welcome everyone to this harmonious, peaceful space created for this collective. If this found you, that means you are meant to be here. Hey Drewski, what's going on? I'm excited for tonight. Help me with your likes. Help me with commenting. We're gonna get tonight started. This should be fun. Hey CamCon, what's up? How's everybody doing? Whew. Yeah, another week, y'all. Another week. They're flying by. Hello. Hola. Yeah, they're seriously running. Especially when we start meditating, when we start elevating the energy. We have to ask our angels for expansion to stretch us out, to make our time last. CamCon says, oh my god, took forever to get home today. Ugh, I bet that's horrible. She was probably sitting in traffic. Oh, yeah, yep, here in Southern California. That's what we look forward to in our afternoons during the week. But I'm glad you made it safe. I'm glad you're now in this space. Thank you for being here. Tonight's about to be real fun. Yeah. So I'm happy for that. Always on a Thursday, ChemCon says. That's correct. It's always that before Friday. One thing that comes to mind, y'all, before we even get started with today's topic. I was just like channeling this earlier, just thinking about it. And help me with your guys' likes and comment and all this so we can move the algorithm and if anyone needs to find this message today and can take advantage of this meditation, this space, it helps when you guys are liking, commenting, and interacting. Yeah, so what I was thinking earlier, going back to that, I thought about my days when I worked when I actually worked in the branch, in the bank, and with facing customers and helping out customers of all type when I was in my customer service days, and I was a teller. And I remember something curious. I remember it was so easy, right? And especially during that time and just being a little bit more disconnected, or it was just surprising, to say the least, to see how sometimes there could be a person that simply came in, had the best clothes. If a female had the best purse, the best shoes, the best pants, the best shirt, like branded, like good quality, like good brand where this costs a lot of money, the most expensive phone, a nice car, a really, really nice car. And not all the time, but many of the times when these people got and most of the time these people also weren't probably, or they they had this, I don't know, maybe they were living. Now I look back and I'm thinking that's where they were really living in the ego, and this could happen to all of us. And when they would come and I would pull up their account, well, their account kind of did not match with their appearance. And this is not to say anything, they could have other bank accounts, but I saw this quite often. And there'd be other folk that more simpler, in the shoes, the clothes, the car, could even been like passed down clothes, like not the newest car, of like not the new car from the year, from the lot, probably like a car they've had for many years or they bought used, and just somebody that looked simple, to say the least, not as extravagant in this place of the physical, of the clothes, of the fashion, of the material. And they would come to, and usually they always had they had good experience, or had this more contact with the bank, so they were used to speaking with tellers, speaking all the bank terms, and you could tell. And sometimes they had the most money in their account, and you would sometimes, one would judge or have this stereotype that just because you have all these good things, you're more wealthy in money. And one thing's not reciprocal or the other, and that's not to say that having good things equivalates to not having money or not being rich or not being in abundance or not being prosperous. I think it was more of a thing like that did not define those people. That in that moment I saw like clearly right there was something very raw, very mundane, very money. It was just what you're wearing, what you're driving, where you live doesn't define your heart, doesn't define your spirit. And I don't know, it just food for thought. That's just something that came into mind as I was channeling this, and just, I don't know, it just something that it made me think that not everything's the material, not everything is as how it looks either. We're all playing sometimes a game, fake it till you make it, and it's not always what you know, how you know. It's sometimes it's even how you present it. It's the confidence. It's that inner trust, that inner knowing. I'm not letting my ego paralyze me. I'm not letting fear. I'm simply hugging all these feelings and walking with them, and learning and being open to that. So it's, I don't know, it just introspection. And with this, it's 7:08, and I went 1 minute over our time, but that's totally fine. Officially, welcome y'all to this space. I am Third Eye Pisciano. I am your local psychic, witch, shaman, guide, or simply, to many of y'all, I'm just Frankie. And today we're speaking of the third eye chakra. Third eye chakra. So in Sanskrit, this chakra is Ajna. Ajna translates to authority, command, or perceive. This sixth chakra is located in this region between your eyebrows and your forehead. It is, if you were to measure from left to right your head, it's this middle point that meets like in between the eyebrows, like from up your forehead to down. It's just this area right here if you put your finger. And to be more precise, it's right on where the pineal gland is. So this gland, every chakra is ruled by a gland, but this pineal gland rules this, or this third eye rules this gland, pineal gland, which we'll talk more about in a bit. This chakra is also linked to the hypothalamus. This is this region that's the center. So we have our brain. It's the center part inside. It's like this deposit. and that's also close to where our spine starts, to like our medulla and all this stuff in there. So it's connected to that inner region of the brain, as well as the crown chakra is. But the concentrated on the third eye, it's also connected with that. It's connected, of course, with the pineal gland. It's connected with your eyes, with your ears, and with your nose. So all just kind of like this region right here. But I thought that was very interesting. The hypothalamus, which is this middle part of the brain that directs this, makes sense that it directs this flow of the crown chakra to the third eye. The frequency or the vibration for this chakra is Om. So if you were to, without like putting your lips together, it's like Om. The vibration that you feel, Om. That's like one way that we can like, we can cleanse this chakra or balance it out. Or that's just simply the frequency, the sound associated with it. The color, so this frequency, like all the other chakras, emanate a color. The color associated with this chakra is indigo, like indigo blue. So it's this combination of like blue and purple. And this chakra, it deals with insight, with your inner knowing, with your intuition. And I like to call it the spirit or the window of the spirit. And when balanced, this chakra gives you this sense of heightened awareness, of inner trust, of high imagination, and being guided by spirit, by your inner knowing. So what do I mean by that? It means that everyone in the planet has intuition. Intuition is directly linked to your psychic abilities, to all these innate gifts. Why? Because intuition is this part of us that's spirit, which is that extension of the creator or of God. And this intuition is the way that spirit communicates with us. So it's that inner voice, those messages. That's why the importance of this third eye chakra. Spirit, your inner knowing, that intuition, it is never wrong. Never wrong. The ego, yes. Our mind can sabotage us, of course. But that when we connect, and that's when we meditate, right? Center, do an introspection. And when we really connect with that spirit, that's where we get the guidance. Because it truly is never wrong. Sometimes we don't perceive or get the full guidance. That's different. That's our interpretation. But our spirit is always there guiding us and supporting us. This, and of course, this brings these feelings of wisdom and mindfulness when balanced. When this chakra gets blocked, it can lead to sleep disturbances, and this is being because the pineal gland is directly connected with our circadian rhythm. So it could lead to sleep disturbances, blurred vision, fogginess, tiredness, a lack of interest, desire, lack of trust, and truly in a bad case can, in many cases, as we see, lead to fear. And we've been, back in ancestral times, there was this more direct like link or more of this, like they had more present this third eye or this pineal gland area. Modern times came, and scientists and doctors and all this, and for a moment there, it was thought of like it was just something that kind of had stayed there from like our ancestors, kind of like wisdom teeth, I guess, in a way, where it's something from evolution, but that our body no longer needed. More now in this age and time, and that there's this linkage between mind, body, spirit, and we're seeing how it affects health. We're seeing that the pineal gland does have this this direct link with our body and regulates our sleeping patterns, and which is so important in our circadian rhythm. One thing to know about this chakra is the archangel that rules it is Raziel. Raziel is known to be the keeper of all magic, of all the universe. So, very insightful with that, and to make that connection with him, with Raziel. Uh, there's many ways that we can keep this chakra balanced. Some of the ways is through crystals. You can even put a crystal in your head, carrying a crystal with you, meditating with a crystal. Some of them could be like one I have here. It's like amethyst, like all these purple, violet, indigo colored crystals. Lapis lazuli. I have a little one here. This is another like great crystal that balances the third eye chakra. Celestite. I have an angelite, labradorite. That one's a beautiful stone of wisdom, of intuition, of transformation, of change. And it's beautiful overall in its color. This one, I love this one for the third eye and to meditate with it. And of course, mantras, there's frequencies you can put, sound, music, essential oils, there's yoga poses, many things. Putting this indigo blue color on, eating foods, eggplants, grapes, all these color that is also associated with indigo, giving us, and intentionally doing it and giving us that sense of balance. And something I would say like and very important to take note of is this, and it's the pineal gland, correct? So we know the third eye chakra is associated with it, and it's strongly linked. And that now we've been seeing that since there's been this disconnection that our ancestors had, that we now don't have. Simply, even right now, streaming live is a beautiful thing. It's great. You can record it. It reaches a wider audience. We don't have to be in the same room. But at the same time, this device is a double-edged sword, right? It distracts us. If you go outside, you don't even have to be walking. Look around. If there's a freeway, if there's people around you driving, everyone's on their phone. Many of the times I look around and people are driving, or people are even having a conversation at a restaurant. Most of the time, they're on their phone, distracting us from our inner knowing, this awareness, this intuition. And every time more, right, this science and technology, it has been removing us from those abilities, that wisdom, that intuition that resides in each and every one of us. So something important to take note of, and especially the older you are, this third eye starts what they call calcifying. So that leads to what I'm going to speak, decalcification of the pineal gland. From the ages from when we were born up to the age 8, our pineal gland is the most active because you're just born, it's cleaner. And this is why you hear that kids can sometimes see spirits. They can have more of this connection with the other side. They can remember past lives, because remember, with this connection of the third eye, it's kind of, think about it like it also is like your spiritual DNA. It holds your past life. It holds all this wisdom. It holds your these memories from your ancestors, the guide from your spirit guides. And so all these things that help us from a spiritual level and guide us. So when you're a kid, you can remember these past lives. You can remember, or you can even be interacting with someone that passed away before you were even born, someone that takes care of the family, guardian angel, etc., etc. That to say, from 0 to 8 is usually the pineal gland is the most open. What happens after that? They call it like this veil, the veil of the blind, like kind of like covers it. So, ego starts coming in, conditioning, limiting beliefs. There could be trauma in some cases. So all these little things that, we start growing and we start picking up and learning and getting conditioned is what leads to this calcification of the pineal gland. And this doesn't, when I'm saying calcification, what it means is that it's kind of like it's like this crystal type of texture forms around the pineal gland. Not to say it's fully closed. That's not the case, because the pineal gland still regulates this hormonal function, this circadian rhythm. So it can't fully be closed, or else we wouldn't sleep. And that's just, you need to sleep to live, or you would go insane. It's just not feasible. Like sooner or later, your body would drop, because there's something that needs to be regulated in your body, and it's every day. And that is why the importance of this pineal gland, and that's why it doesn't ever fully close. But it could be that the older you are, and if you never decalcified, that's why you see sometimes a lot of older folks, they sleep less because of this calcification of the pineal gland and this dysregulation that can sometimes happen. And now with Western medicine, we treat that with other types of forms of medicinal stuff. And well, now there's more this upcoming of herbs and meditation and these techniques. So we need to keep going with that, because it truly does help us. And that's right now when we start meditating, that's one of the type of breathings we're going to do. We're going to breathe in deep. And then when we do, we're going to contract the perineum area. This is the part exactly where you're sitting. And this is where the base of your spine is, and here's where your first chakra lies, your root chakra. So when we breathe in, hold the air, and contract perineum area, and then start contracting lower abdomen and upper abdomen, what we're doing, we're pushing that energy of the root chakra up the spine and up all your energy points, up your sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart, throat. And then we concentrate on brain, and it decalcifies third eye, crown chakra, and then we breathe out. And we take all that out, and we do this a couple times, and this is a way that it's helping us to decalcify. One thing before we get started, and I think one very important thing to know, and I've gotten guidance from my own teachers and from my guides, and from my own experience, this process very necessary. Everyone should do it. We're on this brink of there's a lot of awakenings happen. Especially they call like people born like late 80s to now, it's like this indigo children with this different, we're coming in with this wave of change, right? And of spirituality and all this, and of connection. But one thing to take real note of is that once this third eye starts opening, there's no way back. There's not like, I'm opening today, I'm closing it tomorrow. Once it's open, it's open. Because you start this decalcification process. So it's not to say, of course, you have to put boundaries even with your own spirit team, and know when you're in the state of receiving, and ego's not always going to let you obviously be high, be with your energy elevated, positive. We wish we always were like this, but we have feelings, we have emotions, we have this ego, and we have this humanity. But once the third eye opens, I will say there's no coming back from that. It's having responsibility, that now you have this responsibility of taking care of your spirit, of making these habits, these patterns, of having connection with your spirit team, with the creator, meditating, and also put yourself in service. Not necessarily that you're going to be doing this, but however your life purpose is. And it's, when we say life purpose, we all want to expand it big, right? Or we all think, oh, fake it till you make it, embody that energy, and we think, oh, Prada bag, that car, which all those things are nice. But really what it's saying, it's embody that energy of the go-getter. Like that story I said earlier of the people in the bank. Are you embodying that person that has all this material wealth on them, but no money on their account? Or are you embodying the go-getter, the runner, the dreamer, and has his account fully loaded? Which one are you? This is the same with the third eye. It's like having this responsibility and not going into fear, but more than anything, being happy and proud that you accomplished that, and that you can keep your energy elevated. Because when you do that, it's not about having also this big life purpose of saving the whole world. It's simply helping those around you. That simply as easy is your life's purpose. All right, y'all? So, knowing all this and in preparation of that, I say let's start meditating. Let's start getting into this space of harmony, of peace. Now you guys are allowed to not send comments. If you guys are going to meditate, get into this space of peace, of harmony, of quietness, where maybe no one will disturb you for the next 15-20 minutes. And you want to get into position. Put your feet flat on the ground, making connection with Gaia. Straighten your back, not putting tension on it. Simply just straightening it to straighten your spine and all your energy points. You can put the tips of your fingertips on shoulders. Drop palms facing up into your thighs. And your face, you don't want it looking straight, just straight. You want to tilt it a little bit down so the spine's straight like this. Close your eyes and simply start connecting with your breathing. Don't change it. Just breathe. Inhale and exhale. Just view your breathing. How are you feeling today? Inhale and exhale. Just view your breathing and the sensations of your body. Breathe in and breathe out. How do you feel today? Are you breathing fast? Are you breathing slower? If you're breathing faster, you're a little bit more tense, more rushed. If you're breathing slower, deeper, you're more relaxed and in tune. Don't change it. Don't judge it. Simply observe. Inhale and exhale. How does your body feel? What sensations does your feet have? Your legs, your knees, your thighs, your abdomen. Examine all your body. Simply anchoring to the here and now through your breathing. Viewing how your body inhales life and exhales density, tension, stress, and everything that no longer serves you. Inhale and exhale. Just examine, and if ego wants to come in with any thoughts, any stories, telling you you're not doing this right, trying to distract you, simply return to your posture. Smile. Put a smile on your face. Tell it thank you. Inhale and exhale, and simply flow. Don't judge it. Simply flow. Inhale and exhale. And we'll do these deep breathings to decalcify our pineal gland and start taking control of our breathing. And we're going to take a deep inhale. Inhale. Start contracting perineum area and push the energy up. Contract abdomen lower, upper abdomen, and move the energy up. Push it up, up, up your spine, up sacral, up your solar plexus, up your heart, moving up the throat and concentrating on the brain. Concentrate it there, leave it there. Concentrate it, decalcify the third eye. And exhale slowly through your nose. We'll do it one more time. Inhale. Contract perineum area, contract lower abdomen, upper abdomen, and push the energy up. Push it up your spine, up your root, up your sacral, up your solar, up your heart, up your throat, and concentrating on the brain. Just concentrate it there. Leave it there. And exhale slowly through your nose. Inhale. Contract perineum area, contract lower abdomen, upper abdomen, and push the energy up the spine. Push it up. Up your sacral, up solar plexus, up your heart, up your throat, and concentrate in your brain, in your crown and third eye chakra. Leave it there. View as it's expanding and cleansing it. And exhale slowly through the nose. And we'll do it one more time. Inhale. Contract perineum area, contract lower abdomen, upper abdomen, and push the energy up. Visualize with your third eye. Push it up, up your spine, up sacral, up solar plexus, up heart, throat, concentrating on the brain. Leave it in the brain. Concentrate, expand it, cleanse it. And exhale slowly through your nose. Take a deep inhale. And return to your normal breathing. Making it a little bit deeper and taking control of your breathing. And view how you're more relaxed. Unclench your jaw, unclench your eyelids. View how you're in this place of harmony, of Zen, of peacefulness, and of connection with the spirit within. And as you exhale, as you inhale and exhale, and without losing your posture, visualize intentionally in your third eye chakra area. Inhale and exhale. You might feel tension, you might feel it vibrate, you might feel nothing, and that's perfect. Just because you don't feel anything doesn't mean it's not happening. Inhale and exhale. And through your third eye chakra, visualize this space where you are. And this path that opens right in front of you, taking you to this blue indigo door. It's not like any other door. It's a door formed of clouds, space dust, and all the ethereal. Walk through this indigo mist and integrate yourself in this mist. Easy, slowly. You can do it. You're a spirit. And as you traverse this thick fog, you come out the other side. Into this space full of trees, but you're in a prairie, in a valley. The trees surround you. They're out in the distance, but you're in the middle of this flat land. And you can see that the sun has long set and that the stars are starting to appear in this space. And right in front of you, there's this wooden cabin with a wooden fence around it, smoke coming out the chimney, and the door wide open, inviting you to walk towards it. And as you're walking towards this cabin, this very small cabin, you feel the fresh air pass your cheeks. You feel your feet on this prairie's grass. You feel all the sensations of your spirit. And you have been here before. And as you're getting closer to the door, this herb-like scent and candle aroma spills out from this door, inviting you to walk into this indigo-colored cabin. And you see that right on the door is a crescent moon sign. And you walk in. And as you walk in, you receive with this breeze and this dust, almost like fairy sprinkly dust. And you see all these jars, these glass jars full of herbs, full of remedies, full of spices, candles, some turned on, some wax dripping, herbs hanging from the ceiling, like a witch's hut, a shaman's inn. And in front of you, there's a table, and sitting right across is Archangel Raziel. He has been expecting you. He invites you to sit down and is joyous to have you in the space where all his magic lies, where the secrets of the universe are held, and where the healing energy of the cosmos are placed. For he is the keeper of the ethereal, the keeper of all magic. This is your magic guardian. And he raises his hand and he places his thumb right on your third eye area, on your pineal gland. Inhale and exhale. You could feel pressure in this area, warm, cool, or nothing, and that is perfect. Archangel Raziel is cleansing, balancing, purging this space and decalcifying it of any limiting beliefs, ego, trauma, tiredness, illusions, and giving you the connection to the all, to the one, oneness, mindfulness, awareness of the spirit and this wisdom that lies in it. Archangel Raziel has a gift for you. He places his other hand in your heart. Don't judge it. Just feel. Enjoy this cleanse and this balancing. And as he places his hand, he balances your heart chakra and makes this connection with the third eye chakra, making this balance between your heart and your intuition, your emotions and your thoughts, your desires and your reasoning, your love and your logic. And in this space, he has a message for you. He wants to share with you one of your many gifts, psychic abilities, and life purpose on this plane. Inhale and exhale slowly. Don't judge. Don't let ego sabotage this beautiful moment of cleanse and of being in connection with your spirit. And simply hear the whispers of your soul telling you this gift. Slowly, Archangel Raziel, still smiling, releases his thumb from your third eye and releases his hand from your heart. And swiftly gives you and sprinkles you with his magical dust. And you put a smile on your face. Put it there. He has cleansed your aura and balanced your third eye with your heart chakra, healing it, balancing it, purging it, and giving you this tool to take with you, to use with yourself, with your loved ones, with your community, and for this planet. Our humanity depends on it. Of you shining your light and radiating it. The most authentic, harmonious, and in love. And in this way, be always connected with your spirit, with everything you do. Archangel Raziel takes a big inhale, and when he exhales, your spirit turns into these particles of dust, swiftly leaving his cabin and going up into the atmosphere of this place, and into this form of dust, of magical ethereal sand, and returning to this physical space. Inhale. Exhale. And slowly start returning into your physical body, recognizing and being aware of it. Inhale. Exhale. And start being conscious of the space where you're at, of the clothes on your body, of the space around you. Inhale. And when you exhale, very slowly and without ego rushing this process, return moving your toes, your fingers, your hands, your feet, your legs and your arms. Move around. Move the space around your abdomen, slowly integrating this new knowledge, this wisdom, this intuition, this magic. Moving your shoulders around, dispersing that energy to let the body know that we are balanced, that we are cleansed, and that we are different now. We are elevated. Very slowly open your eyes and stretch. Stretch. Don't put your hands down. Don't put your arms down until you feel all that nice integration in all your body. We moved a lot of energy around. All this wisdom and guidance coming truly from within you, from your soul. And that spirit that resides in each and every one of you is that of the Creator. And it's an extension of each and every one that you come in contact with, that's in this earthly plane. And that no one does nothing to you. You decide how to react. You decide how to heal. You decide how to manage, how to execute. They simply are teachers and guides that you and your soul chose. Be true to yourself always. That's what Archangel Raziel says. Woo! That was beautiful. That was great. If you guys can, whoever meditated right now in this live, because we know when we're elevating our energy and we're present, time is not linear. It's happening here and now every time. So whenever this finds you, that's when that was the exact moment and precise place, time, moment where it needed to find you. In the space within the space. What y'all think? Tell me your gifts. What gifts did you uncover, y'all? We have many gifts, but Raziel had one for y'all. Since earlier today, since I was channeling this meditation, I wasn't even channeling, y'all. I was driving. On my way home from work today. And Raziel just presented himself to me and started telling me, you need to take him here, and here to my hut. He sent 3 monarch butterflies. He's been sending me one every day. Today, it was 3 of them together. I think it was like, are you getting the point here? And that was the guide. That was the guidance. He wanted you all to explore this gift inside you all so you can exploit it and authentically use it and authentically be you, because that's what humanity in the world needs now. Needs your light. And also, it's impossible, of course, for us to always be light, positive, and love. Of course, that's impossible. But it's those moments of our shadow that gives us that opportunity to fill it with light. Camcon says, I kept getting shivers up and down my spine today. That's amazing. Yeah, hey, we were intentionally moving that root chakra energy up. This root chakra, this very mundane, earthly, moving it up into the ethereal and cleansing all that out, decalcifying it, taking out all those crystals in order to open this portal of the third eye to connect with our intuition, with our guidance, with who we truly are. All right, I do have my guest back in here in the house. Does he want to share his experience? You have to get close to the mic and don't drop my iPad.
I don't know. Like, I was just thinking of my grandma, and like, I feel like the gift was that my grandma's gonna live just a little bit longer. Like, she's already old, but like, she's just gonna keep going, and that makes me happy.
Aww.
So I was just really happy that like I just felt like my grandma's gonna be here a little bit longer. So.
What I'm getting, the interpretation I feel from that is that wisdom, right? What our grandmothers, that's why grandmothers are that. They're wisdom. They've lived in this earthly plane, in this reality that we have here now in this lifetime longer, and they give us they show us that they have that history. They're that story of tenacity, of legend, of strength, it's a life is a full story, and they have all these things that they share with us, right? With their descendants, their generations under them. So that's very beautiful that Raziel showed you her, telling you take advantage of her wisdom, take advantage of her knowledge. And you know, when we think knowledge, wisdom, we always think, oh, like studying, or we think degree. No. It's about life, about what she's learned. Because remember, her soul chose to be here in this reality. And that she has also an ego, and she had all these lessons and things she had to go through to even have. And we're gonna get there soon, when the Day of the Dead and Halloween and all this time, but we're the compilation of all the struggle, the challenges, the stories, the successes of all of our ancestors. So that's a lot of wisdom that we're getting there. Another very important thing that the angels always, thank you so much for sharing that, Andrew. That's amazing. And another thing that the angels always share with us through our grandmothers, And right now that Andrew mentioned his grandmother, reminds me of my own nana. That I don't like saying they passed. She relocated. She relocated. Her room's up in heaven now. She's real, but she did not pass. Her body is of not this earth anymore, but her spirit present. And so I know if we've read probably online or you've heard from other people when they say your grandmother's prayers are still protecting you, even if they're not in this earthly plane. Because when we do prayer, y'all, don't think it's just, oh, I do prayer and then boom, like spirit just forgot about it and I have to stay consistent with it the next day. No, 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 no. No. When we do prayer, when we meditate, when we open portals, when we quantum leap, when we elevate the energy, when we move around all these molecules, that is like, it's like we have a record. There's our spiritual DNA. It stays there. Those prayers that your grandmother did for you, she might not be in this earthly plane anymore, but they are very marked in your record and are always ingrained in there. And that is why that energy always protects you. Because at one point in that reality, and remember, everything's happening here and the here and now. When we're elevating that energy, we come in contact with them. Why? Because those prayers truly are still protecting you today. So Andrew, I will tell you to take advantage of your grandma the most that you can. Talk to her, sit down with her, get her stories, get her history. Even if she repeats the same story, but it is important to know history. It is important to know the shames in our family. It is important to know the curses. It is important to know the successes, the win stories too. Not just the bad, but all the good too. All these, both things, like the yin and yang, that how the bad was in the good and the good was in the bad. It's and the learning, the tenacity. I love that. I love that grandmother wisdom. That was on point. Wolf Attack said, I felt like heat going up my spine into the middle of my forehead. Pfft, excellent. Beautiful, y'all. This is great. And this is why I wanted to, yes, Tisa Bedra says, she added, to know the history. Yes, to know the history of our ancestors. And it's you know, reeling it back to the third eye. It is however you all want to take it. But when we start with this decalcification process, it, like I said, it's kind of like you open the floodgates. And it's, of course, not just, connecting with these ethereal realms, with the ancestors, with the archangels. This is awesome. This is great, definitely. But most than anything, remember, always connect with yourself first and have that introspection and that recognition that you are a spirit. You're a spirit anchored in this avatar. Okay? And this is what opening the third eye helps us. Because when we recognize this, and that's why Raziel connected it with the heart. Because then we can lead with compassion, with empathy, with love. When we're out in the mundane and the ego tries to sabotage us, because it will, right? We remember that we are a spirit and that everything that's been, or we think it's being done against us, is actually being done for us. But we need to be mindful and consciousness of this and vibrate this, because if we're letting ego sabotage us, we're just gonna always think victim mentality, that everyone's doing everything against us, that we came here to suffer, that fear-based mentality, lack, scarcity, and it's just a bad rabbit hole to go down to. And now that, and most of you all that are here, that you've started this pattern, started this habit, don't drop it, y'all. Do not drop it. Even if you're doing it weekly here, take it a little bit up a notch. Now do it twice a week. Then do it 3 times a week. Do it every day. Just do it for 5 minutes. But don't lose that connection. You don't even have to come here. You don't even have to meditate with me at all whatsoever. Ever. But please don't lose that habit, that pattern, that meditation of being connected with that spirit. Tisa Beidra says, I miss my grandparents so much. I enjoyed every moment, every coffee, morning, evening, every joke, everything we shared with each other. Man, y'all gonna make me cry. Yeah, but it's always filling those gaps with gratitude, right? With gratitude that we had that exposure, that we were able to live and get a little bit of that energy from them, that wisdom, like Andrew said. It truly was that. They were, even though we don't think about it this way, but one person one time told me, even though you don't think about it, you've been training for what you do since you were a child. And I thought, well, how? And they're like, yeah, with your nana, with your grandmother, with your great grandmother, listening to their stories, being patient, hearing them once and over again, doing activities with them, sitting down, enjoying a cup of coffee, and especially the jokes, right? Like stories, and even sometimes they're really dreadful stories that happen to them, and that they now see it from this higher perspective, from this wiser like lens, and it puts you into a lot of perspective that they also are a spirit, and they, even though that body, out there, they still had past life. They have this DNA inside of them, but we also have to respect and we have to acknowledge what they live and their struggles and successes in their time as humans in this earthly plane. That is very important, because that too, it's for example, everything you're healing right now, they say your ancestors are applauding it. Why? Because it stays, because you will carry this on to the descendants, right? You carry on this knowledge because you know the knowledge of the past. Now you're integrating to your present and transmuting it and working it, and this, well, the idea is for this to move on, and that one day you too shall be that ancestor that is proud of your descendants. It's all a shame, y'all. It's the circle of life. All right, y'all. So let's wrap it up here. Let's get into our reading. That was amazing. Anyone missed the meditation? Y'all can always go check it back out. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be on Instagram right after this. So let's pull some cards, y'all. Let's get some messages in. Let's get some messages. I'm always surprised by the guidance of the angels, of those beings of light. They always tell me to do one thing, then they guide me to another, and then they do all these synchronicities, and they just tie it all back together. And I don't know, it's just sometimes I'm even like, I can't make this up. Like, it's just amazing. It's amazing how they want us all connected. They want us all to be in recognition of our spirit, of our soul, of who we are, and of being just happy and enjoying this earthly plane, because we came to learn, but also to love, to be excited, to have fun, to experiment, to travel, to see the world. That's why God created this world, for his children. That's why we gotta go explore it. All right, y'all. I'm burning my little sage here, but I wanted to do sage because I feel like I always do Palo Santo. Hey. Good juju for my collective. Good juju. Let's go. Good juju. Good juju for me. Hey. All right. God, source, universe, angels, archangels, ancestors, spirit of guides, council of light, Look, I can't even speak now. Elements, spirit guides, please shield us in the holy white light of any exterior energy, any ojo, any enemies, any lower vibrational energies that are not welcome in this space. We only welcome the best and highest messages for our highest evolution, for love, for peace, for our strength, and for all of our opportunities in all the aspects of our life. Mote it be. I was like, Mercury retrograde didn't get me this time. My protections are on, my mic's on, but no, it did. I can't speak. Well, I flow. That's what we gotta do. Just flow. As it comes, as it will be. All right. For some reason, I'm getting called to this deck. The moon one. My little moon deck. My moon deck. Let's go. For the collective, best and highest messages, Spirit. Let's go. What's the best and highest messages for the collective? Help me with your like, guys. Now you guys are able to like, to comment. Go ahead. Let's move up the energy. Move it up a notch. Let's go. Let's get these messages in. Come on. What's this guidance? What do we need to know at this time? Hey, there we go. Really? Oh, okay, all right. All right, y'all. I like all this. Supportive. Queen of Cups. Yes, giving you that grace, that motherly love. This is all with wisdom, with intuition. This is all that pampering, giving you all that mama pampering to your emotions, your feelings. This could be taking care of your wants and needs emotionally, and not necessarily physically, but just walking that mile and actually doing what you say you're going to do when it comes to your emotions, to your feelings, to being more in balance, to take advantage of all these tools. And more than anything is this like self-care pampering type of energy. And that's why it says supportive on the bottom, I think, because it's this support, and it's of course being guided. You're giving this cup, you're being guided by the universe. And that's why you're right now, my collective, and we're emanating this confidence with the Queen of Wands. Definitely this very fiery, taking action, executing, because we have the support. So now we have the confidence to take action at this time. So you've been wondering about taking action. It's all good, y'all. Y'all can still meditate. Y'all can have your tools, your therapy, do what you need to do, your self-care practices. They are essential, y'all. They're essential, of course, definitely. But and this is what's bringing in the 3D world is your confidence, is you glowing, is you shining, you all that and everything else. It's literally like you're emanating, like people probably are even looking at you, staring at you, asking you, what did you do? Did you do something different? Nah, y'all, I'm just vibrating high. I'm over here just vibrating high, y'all. Ace of Swords, realization. Yes, Ace of Swords. I love my Ace of Swords. Clarity. Thank you. This could have been Archangel Michael or this purple like Archangel Raziel, giving us this sword of clarity, this new beginnings, but with clarity. Kind of like, okay, you have this support, this confidence. Now we're giving you the sword, this mental sword, this opportunity, this desires to kind of like coordinate, project. Where are you gonna like cut the wood? Where, that's what I'm seeing, like, like kind of like lumberjacks, or I don't know, someone out in a cabin, again with the cabin, like cutting out wood. And it's like right now you're kind of like, where do you cut the wood exactly? You have support, you have confidence, choose where to cut. And Ace of Cups with that revive, and that's bringing you this whole brand new beginning. And look, there's these moons from our meditation, from that door with Raziel. This is why now you're getting a gift. You're getting a gift. Now you're getting back. And especially with this karmic month, which is 8 August, and with this 2024 energy, reminding you all this 8 energy of abundance. Why? Because it's the infinity. It's like what goes around comes back around. So that's why you put in good things. You've been doing your practices. You've been, recognizing your ego. Of course, we're always going to have ego where nothing's going to be perfect. There's always all these things going to be happening. We have these beautiful feelings inside of us that feel all the time. But recognizing, right? Recognizing, hey, the ego's trying to sabotage me now. Like, or you say something like right away, you're like, oh, like, why did I even, like, like you catch yourself, and all this work we've all been putting in, that's why you're getting it's, and right here, I can't make this up because of this queen status, my queen status right here, y'all getting fresh new beginnings. Makes sense too, right? Because we're in retrograde season. So it's kind of like, think of it, y'all, like arrow. Right now, it's like the retrogrades are pushing us back because they're pushing us inwards, like inwards to recognize our spirit, our intuition, our greatness. So then, boom, we launch that greatness, that balance, that abundance outwards. Let's see, what else is here? What's these new beginnings about? What's all these new beginnings? Oh, that one flew. A voyage. Who's doing a voyage, y'all? What's all these new beginnings about this voyage? Who's going on a voyage? You feel this so much, Wolf Attack? Much needed, Tisa Bedra. Oh, you're going on a voyage. Where'd you going? Oh, this one keeps falling, so this one's coming down. All right. Let's see, y'all. All right. I just laugh because Spirit's so funny. 3 of Wands, voyage. So, yeah, definitely taking action. Wands, this is fire. Like, this is... like, you're outside of your castle now. Like, literally moving. That's why it's like this voyage. This is not necessarily like a trip. Like, it could be a vacation. Like, you're doing this voyage. Of course, it can be that, or it's just a voyage of like your heart, or like with all these new beginnings. Like, you're making a voyage of a new career, of a new home, of moving cities, of new relationship, of new people, of new community, of new spaces. That type of voyage. Even astral voyages. And with this voyage, right? There's this energy of like of kind of like sitting with it a little bit, like meditating, sitting with it, getting in tune with that spirit, seeking that knowledge, that history in there. Remember, we do have this spiritual history, the spiritual DNA, the spiritual ancestry. All hit up your ancestors, hit up your past lives, like your spirit guides or archangels. Like, sit with it right now. Is this work for me? Is this really who I am? Does this vibrate with me? Me truly. Not what they're telling me, not what my partner's telling me, not what my parents are telling me, not what my loved ones are telling me. Me, my spirit, the one that's never wrong. And I say this, y'all, because the Hermit came out, spiritual enlightenment. So definitely shedding light into a situation here, bringing that light. Why? Because it's when you sit with yourself in contemplation is when you can make introspection and you can send that light into your shadow. And that's why he always appears with a lamp, because he appears with answers, right? And there's this reinforcement with the 4 of Cups, contemplation. Maybe you're concentrating on things from the past, emotions that no longer serve you, or you being distracted from all these things that like that no longer serve you, basically. And over here, like, Spirit's like wiggling a cup, like, take this cup over here, collective, take this cup, this one's good, but nah, ooh, and the ether. I concentrate over here. But that's good. That's why this is coming out, because Spirit is asking us for this sitting down with it, this introspection, asking for that wisdom within, right? But that from that spirit, that's the extension of the divine and the extension of your spirit team. And it's almost like you have to turn on your Wi-Fi, y'all. Turn on your Wi-Fi, connect, get guidance, sit with it, execute. And truly, 7 of Pentacles. I can't make this up. Results. And this is in Pentacles, y'all. This is happening already physically. Results. Like this will give you results. Can't make this up, y'all. Don't kill the messenger. Don't kill the messenger. I'm just giving those messages from Spirit. I'm telling y'all, Spirit's so funny. All right, y'all. What's this? What's all this about a trip? Tisa Vedra says, I'm literally packing today. LOL. I'm telling you, there's this voyage. I know I'm leaving in my little voyage in a bit. The last week of this month, spilling over into Labor Day, will be in the Hawaiian Islands. I have said this before. I was debating whether I would go live in Hawaii. Now I'm leaning more towards yes, because maybe I won't be able to do a reading because I won't have my cards with me, but at least I'll share a little bit of that space with my collective. Why not? Share a little bit of Hawaii. I did it for Idlewild. I think I'm going to do it for Hawaii too. All right. I'll leave it there for the tarot because that was nice. That was really nice. That was a nice message. So y'all have homework to do. Meditate. Y'all can go into my YouTube channel, into my Instagram. There's meditations you can do there from before if you want to work something specifically. Or if there's something else we still haven't gone to, reach out to me one-on-one. We can do meditations. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep with this pattern, with this habit, with these habits that we're doing. And this take us to another good habit and grow and expand this community. And why not? Wolf Attack says, I'm planning, but we getting tickets next week. Huh? That's freaking great. Like, that's funny. It's just, hey, we'll sit on it, go into a place that, maybe your spirit's even calling you to go there. Past life? Check on that. All right. All right, I just want to mention this because it's on the bottom of the deck, y'all. The 8 of Swords. Restrictions. Careful, y'all. Careful. Spirit. Give me 1 second. Where is it? Spirit is giving you the sword of clarity, of truth. Throat chakra energy. Don't get wrapped up in restricting yourself. You're a spirit. You're conscious. You can expand beyond your humanity. You can ask for guidance. Don't limit. These are limiting beliefs, ego, because this is happening in your mind because you're playing those stories. Careful with that, y'all. And this is something important because somebody said it to me and I still sometimes need to get it repeated, but now I'm starting to repeat it as people get close to me, as there's more people meditating, as there's this group. I've heard this, I had a bad day, I just didn't meditate today. Or like, cuz I had a bad day and didn't have time, I didn't meditate. Well, that's when you needed it the most. When you were stressing, when you had anxiety, when you didn't have time, when you thought you couldn't expand yourself more because you thought you didn't have time, when you're running around, when you're rushing, that's when the ego was just automatic, right? Automatic. I'm sure you had 5 minutes to be on your phone. All right, y'all? So it's in those days that it's like, I know what I'm saying right now, it's pulling a couple strings, even with myself. But trust me, it's been even those mornings where I'm like, I do not want to sit there and breathe. It's those mornings that I sit there and breathe and introspect and connect and do it that I am so glad I did it. Automatically. Even before the meditation's over, I'm already, thank you. I'm so glad I did it. Because it's those very hard days, the challenging ones, those are the ones that expand us. Those are the ones that are like, that's why ego comes in, right? Because it's giving us that opportunity to get out of our comfort zone and expand. So just want to leave you all with that, just because I saw that 8 of Swords. So I don't want my collective to lose track of their blessings, or lose track of their desires and what they're manifesting because of these limiting beliefs and all these things that if this were to happen, if fear-based mentality is that we don't even know the future. Not even me reading the tarot knows exactly what precisely is going to happen. There is no one truth, universal truth. Not even religions have them. Like, so your truth is your truth. All right. Let me pull some oracles here. All right. We'll do angel prayers next. We need some angel prayers. All right. Oh, let's do that again. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. All right. Let's tap in. All right. Let's see. Best and highest messages for the collective spirit. What do the angels have to say? I haven't used this deck in a while. And look, it fits precisely with what I was telling you guys about. It's a sword with the Metatron signal. All right. So clarity. Give us clarity, spirit. Give us clarity for this collective. All right. They be flying. That's beautiful. She would come out because she's behind me. One more, spirit. Oh, 2 more. All right, give me 2 more. Those 2 more that came out, y'all. All right, I'll show you guys in order. The first one. Change and transition. Archangel Azrael. Thank you, Azrael, for leading me safely through this change. Archangel Azrael, he sometimes gets bad fame, bad rep. Poor Archangel Azrael. Sometimes he gets bad fame because people identify him because he is the carrier of the souls. When the soul, because remember, y'all, one day, everybody's body will grow older and will eventually die in this plane. That is correct. And at the moment when that happens, there's this connection, right? Of the spirit that inhabits the avatar, the body, leaves the body, correct? Azrael is this archangel that guides these souls outside of the body. It helps to guide us out and even walk us into the light. This is his function. What Azrael also does is he works in this change and transition because it's also these, he's like rebirth, this like phoenix, if you will, energy, this death and rebirth of projects, of relationships, of phases in your life, of chapters in your life, etc., etc., etc. So he's definitely guiding this group, this transit. There's a lot of changes. There's retrogrades happening, giving us this opportunity to look inward, giving us this opportunity to grow, to gain this knowledge and become wiser, like our grandmothers did one day. And so lean on to Azrael. He is a beautiful archangel. He has helped me a lot with my healing process and with helping to close cycles. He's excellent. There's this card, the card of forgiveness. Hit me up. We can talk more about it. That's another thing that I don't want to get into right now because it's super long. But he helps a lot with that and with guidance and opening up. He even opened my path up to like starting therapy and like having more of this, like being more open of like having these tools, these tools of elevating our energy and of growing and evolution as a human as well as a spirit here in this plane. The second one, she's one of my favorites. Unconditional love. the Divine Mother. Thank you, Divine Mother, for helping me to give and receive the love I deserve. This is La Virgencita. I said she was behind me because I don't know if y'all can see her, but she's like right there. And I always speak to her when doing the cleanses, when opening readings. So she's just, I don't know, it's someone I carry, I think, since like my mother's mother, and it's more tradition, but I know she has also helped me with a lot of the things and protected me. So Divine Mother, again, this Queen of Cups energy, we're pouring it. Spirit's telling us, pour that love. Be your mama. Be your own mother. Mother yourself. Give yourself your love. Pamper yourself. That self-care. Get that pedicure. Get those nails. Watch that Netflix movie. Chill all day. Don't answer your phone. Go walk out in the park. Work out. Go to the beach. Do a voyage. Whatever. But give yourself that love, that grace that we sometimes pour onto others. And we need our cups full in order to do that. So the other two cards that came out, they fell out together, which was funny. This one was on the bottom of this one. So I'll start with the top one. This one's Inner Power. The Divine Father. Divine Father, thank you for co-creating my world with me. Our Creator, God, or he's represented here as Shiva, is there. And if y'all can see, that's like my little logo, like the third Eye Pisciano logo. And I didn't do it because of this. I got these cards way later, but just that always struck me, like how curious, how cool that, like higher, like making that connection with spirit. And definitely that with the spirit within, that's a extension of the Creator. So he's blessing this process. And y'all, again, can't make this up. Right on the bottom of him, guiding and aiding this process, guess who? Archangel Raziel. Spiritual gifts. Thank you, Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. The keeper of all magic, the archangel of the ethereal, of the hidden knowledge of the universe. Connect with him, y'all. Connect with him. He's really present. I'm telling y'all, all week he be hitting me up. I'm trying to find, because he was sending, I mean, there's orange here, definitely. Monarchs do represent transformation. Maybe that was Azrael too. Azrael could have been around too. I don't know, y'all. But definitely, I love this. And then if y'all see, wow, I just noticed this. There's a heart. He's illuminating the heart chakra and the third eye chakra. Just like he did in the meditation. Y'all, I swear, the guidance was the guidance. I did the guide as I was supposed to. I was never influenced by this card. I had not even used this deck in a long time. I was just commenting this. Nothing's a coincidence, y'all. Nothing. Love the angel prayers. I'll leave them there. And then just at the bottom of the deck, Archangel Gabriel, Speaker Truth. Again, that throat chakra. Speaker Truth. That's what they gave us, this voice to defend ourselves to. And also this sacral chakra, gestation. The development of new projects. Of new phases, of new jobs, new homes, new habits. Speak your truth and all the extension of the word, and live your truth. Let's see here. What I move? All right, let's do the star seeds. Let's see what the star seeds have to say. Best and highest messages for the collective. Let's go. Best and highest messages. Ooh. Two just flew up. One more. One more. Una más. One more. A lot want to come out. Starseeds have a lot to say. I know. Alright, we'll open these two. Let's see. Alright, y'all. The cosmic heart. Devotion. Potency. Make your life a moving prayer. This connection with the heart chakra. Do everything that connects with your life purpose, with your spirit, but do it through ways of compassion, of empathy, of love, of understanding. You're aware. You open your third eye to be aware, to be conscious, but also in a way of love. You do it because it's almost like I've been there. I've been where you've been, and even if I haven't, I show empathy because you are you and you are me and I am you. We are one and we are connected. And what you do to me, you're doing to yourself and vice versa. And when we have this intuition, this more awareness of oneness, removing that illusion that we are all separate. Yes, we're autonomously a universe inside another universe, each and every one of us. Yes, but that universe is connected to a bigger source where we all disseminate from. So, heart chakra, very important in all that we do. Relationships that we hold, jobs where we're at, our community, the people we surround ourselves with, even the music we hear, the things we eat, like little by little. And this goes with the next card. Baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Baby steps, y'all. It's okay. And I gotta remind myself of this, especially now that I'm in this path and learning a lot of things. It's like, hey, slow down. You're only human, dude. You're only human. And I make a lot of mistakes, and I'm very human, and I have this ego that sabotages me. Eat the cake slice by slice, little by little. Okay, now they're ready. They've been meditating for a while. Speak of the third eye chakra, little by little. Start the decalcification. Don't try boom, everything, and then you're thrown with all this knowledge, and then you're left with nothing, right? You're just like, you guys thrown with information, but you're not conscious, you're not aware. Little by little, these baby steps. And almost like, I love this. Well, first, I love how there's a portal. Like that 888 portal that we did last week. So we made the jump, y'all. We made the jump. We're on the other side in this new reality. Now it's the integration process. Integrating this new reality. Aligning with those habits, with those spaces, with those people, with those emotions, with those things that make sense to that healed version of us. Little by little, baby steps. And I also like how it says, follow your intuition before it makes sense. That goes back to the tarot, how I was saying the Hermit card, the spiritual enlightenment. In order to get results, you need to consult within. You need to consult your spirit team. Think about it like you go to the doctor when you're sick, you go to the therapist, you go to the, when you have your, I don't know, you get something with muscle, you go get a massage, like all these different parts, right? Or there's different specialists of doctors or there's even shamans. It's the same with spirituality, right? There's people that do like they take off detachments. There's other people that do cleanses. There's other people that do vanishing. It's all these little things. Sorry, I didn't even read this. It's hard but possible. Thank you for the reminder, the message. Tisa Bedra, hell yeah, confirmation. The third time I've heard this since yesterday. I freaking love that. I love that so much. Well, sorry, going back to the conversation. Well, it's the same with our spirit, with meditating, making this habit of meditation, of consulting, of making introspection, because it allows us to start our day with this higher energy. So the ego will, and our mind will sabotage us during the day. We are conscious. We have more conscious. We take that introspection throughout the day, not, and because at least to be aware and to learn and send light into that part and know what parts we need to work on, what parts, maybe we need a little bit more pull here, pull there. That's why it's baby steps, because this is little by little. We're getting there. And even when you think you're getting set back, like I think I mentioned this the other day, it's like a workout. Even those bad days that you think you had a workout, being there and not sitting in your couch made the whole difference. I love that, Tisa Vedra. I love that you're getting all these messages. Yeah, I'm telling you, right now, magic be magicking. I don't know. It's very in tuned. I keep seeing like this smoke. I don't know. I'm tripping. All right. Last but not least, the mystical shamans. Let's go. I want to pull out some of my shamans are back. Let's go. They've been here. My shaman's been here. He's been letting himself be known lately. Some cards fell, but let's see. Best and highest message. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. The mystical shaman. I can't make this up, literally. Yeah, so he's here. He's definitely here. This blue and green color, heart chakra, throat chakra, speaking our truth, speaking from the heart, speaking from who you are, from your light, not letting nothing and no one dim your light, and be authentically yourself. Tisa Vedra. Hell yeah. And the next one that fell, thunder. Then a thunder. Lightning something with the thunder. Hey, shaman came with a thunder, and that buffalo, that's strong, and it's 5 plus 6 is 11. That's a master number. And 3 plus 8 is 11 too. Wow. All these master numbers with this energy on these cards. Thunder, I feel this one's hold your ground. Fight through the current, there's this Mars energy. I think there's something going on with Mars right now, actually. There's something with Mars. I feel like this could be the Sun in Ceres from last week, and now it's kind of going away. We passed through that portal, but I know there is a conjunction with Mars, and I know Saturn's and Pisces, and there's some conjunctions, but Mars it has influence. So I know right now the mood's electrical, so be careful, collective, if and especially that's why it's asking you to meditate and make introspection, spirit, because Mars is war, right? He's fire, he's all this. That's really good to transmute and to cleanse, and that's why I think Azrael's here, giving us that fire, that motivation to purge and cleanse what no longer serves us, but we also have to be careful with not tipping the scales and going the other way and getting really mad, acting, just reacting from if someone tells us something, being a little bit more on edge. It's if you do feel this way, it's because of this Mars influence. And I think there's this thunder saying hey, you are strong, you're strong as a buffalo, you've pushed through, but, just be careful with this balance. All right. I love that. One more here, Spirit. One more. My cards were on point today, y'all. It's because it's this third eye decalcification, and since we did it in group, Mm-hmm. Thanks to you all collective, you guys are essential to my gifts, to these gifts that, all these gifts that I'm putting at play right now. Okay, 4 cards came out. Real quick, I'm going to show them because that's what came out. I love this one. Flow. Like water, y'all. I've been reminding you all. Adapt, become water. Become the nature of water. Adapt its nature. A flowing, a hugging your shadow, of adapting, of overcoming, of simply being in the space within your body. The Holy Mountain. Some hiking for you all. Hey, flow is wolf backwards. I like that, Wolf Attack. Wolf Attack, I've been feeling mad lately. Yeah, that's Mars. Go to the Holy Mountain. Go to the Holy Mountain. Do some workout. Also sweating it out. Sometimes that helps us unleash. Of course, hand in hand with meditation, with all our other tools, but working out physically helps us with this release. We tell the body that we're letting go and we're releasing. Go to the Holy Mountain. Make this release. I'm going to do a lot of this in the Hawaiian Islands, y'all. Couple holy mountains up in there. So make that connection. The Andean Cross. The Andean Cross. Right. I feel like this is like looking things from our perspective, being in the center of it, even in the midst of your chaos, of your day-to-day chaos. You know, you can always come back to the center, like the eye of the hurricane, right? That's where it's the calmest. You need to come back. That I feel like that's why there's this Andean Cross energy. And last but not least, the Coyote. The Coyote. I feel like it's kind of like this. The Coyote is like giving this like stealth, like being stealth, walking, not necessarily like walking on eggshells, but kind of like being sneaky, but just kind of keeping to yourself right now. Just kind of being with your group, with your loved ones, but in this hermit mode. More like, remember, coyotes are little stalkers too, so they're like kind of, keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on the prize. There's little noises going on around you. It's kind of like, you know, the coyote doesn't worry about the noises of other creatures. You know, just keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your head low and like keep working on you without like having to like tell everyone about it. I guess that's kind of what Spirit's saying here. And I really like how they close out with that. At the bottom of the deck is Earth. So a lot of traveling again, this connection with just really Mother Nature, with Gaia just showing up, and again, this third eye energy with Gaia. Gaia's just probably like, hey, you know, Father God came out, I am here, thank you for this connection, come and discover my world, because it's within these physical spaces. There's a lot of spaces that are very mystical, that there's a lot of light, also traveling and going to these spots. Not that you necessarily have to go anywhere to make a connection. You can do it from here, from your house, because all you need already resides within you. But again, giving this like hint and giving this opportunity that we are in this earthly plane. It was created for us to enjoy it, to have fun, to go connect, to go see and learn of other cultures, learn of other spaces in our reality. T. Saavedra says, I'm in my fire element at this moment. I need to go back to my earth placements. Well, there's a lot of earth here. Water and earth. So maybe definitely flow. So it's like center yourself, right? So you ground yourself, earth. Center yourself, water, because you flow. Then you're breathing, that's air. And then fire's helping you transmute, you know? But first, it starts earth, water, air, fire. The fire is the acting, the going into, the visualizing, the imagination, all these things. Before I let y'all go, I did want to read the Mystical Shaman card, because I think that's really cool that it came out. And that's the name of the deck. and it's never came out for me. So let's see. It says the essence. This is the symbol of, maybe this is my gift, y'all. This is the symbol of the myth maker and storyteller who is neither made of nor defined by the story. Instead, he observes it, evolves through it, perceives all aspects of it. In doing so, the mystical shaman represents the ability to dream a new story, a new myth into being. Definitely, y'all, tying it all together with the subject of tonight, with this third eye connection, with this intuition, with this wisdom. And that connecting within is what gives you the results at the end, because you start emanating that energy and vibrating. He dances between worlds, wearing the cloak of the world loosely around his shoulders, and sings the world into being. Sings the world into being. I love that because everything's vibrating and everything has frequency and truly is made out of songs. He reminds us to be in the world and travel through it, but not be defined by it or become too attached to the experience. Of course, because one day it too shall end. This is the symbol of true alchemy, for all elements of life have a spiritual aspect and a material one. When we remember this, all manner of miracles and manifestations are possible because you're balanced, because you see the light in the dark and the dark in the light. The invitation. When the mystical shaman appears, you're invited to consider the ability to live without attachment. You are called to create and dream your life, to act on inspiration and divine impulse without fixating on a known story of success or achievement. Can you impartially observe the stories you tell yourself and others? What if you could become a mystery to yourself? Who would you become if you stopped telling the tales that have defined you up until now? You do not have to live in a story that has roots in the past. What if there were no need to explain you to anyone, not even to yourself? The way to your most extraordinary life is to become a blank slate and allow the form of your dreams and desires to show up as it will. This is a sign of manifesting a life beyond your wildest dreams. And with that, I'll leave you all. I hope you all found a message you resonated with. Thank you so much, Collective, for being with me tonight, for sharing this space, for all this love, for all this learning from you all, and vice versa, all this connection, elevating this energy. And if you missed it, there's about to be posted on Instagram, and I will post a recording on my YouTube channel. Thank you all so much. I hope you all have a good rest of your night. If you guys need anything, you know you can always DM me. Energy cleanses, readings, channeling, meditations, etc, etc. No, thank you all. Thank you all for being here, because this would not be possible without my collective, without this space. I was so looking forward to this week. And if you all want, there's a lot. Of course, I just talked about the third eye chakra the most that I could, but there is so much more that we can talk about. Or if y'all want to share anything else with me, please. Let's keep it going. Let's keep learning. Let's keep talking about stuff. All right. Thank you so much, y'all, and see ya. Love y'all.